coming here today or coming here this weekend will be a way at least to not be sent alone and to be part of something bigger.
Amid the ongoing housing crisis, a unified housing justice movement is working to find solutions to the issue as a federal election is on the horizon. At a press conference in Montreal Friday, participants of the Housing Justice Convergence kicked off the weekend gathering, which features tenant organizers on the front lines and policy advocates from Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. They say their voices have largely been missing from the conversation.
We're not receiving the answers, and we don't consider that the Quebec government is taking seriously the housing crisis, and specifically not seriously how tenants are actually, specific low-income and modest-income tenants are actually impacted by this crisis.
Held at Montreal's Concordia University, the two-day event features speakers from across the country, all hoping to flip the switch on policy and finding housing solutions.
I think a lot of these solutions, sometimes we think about these very complex mathematics, but they're not that complicated, and they've been done before.
Bruno de Bruzen, representing York South-Weston Tenant Union in Toronto, suggested a nationwide rent freeze and a temporary ban on evictions.
The goal here in this convergence is to try to agree on those common actions.
Quebec's Housing Tribunal recommended a 5.9% rent increase earlier this year, the highest rent increase recommendation in 3 decades. Participants said many tenants across the country have resorted to homelessness.
They've seen the difference where they're not alone fighting against a landlord or fighting against a system. I mean, the idea is to be together to be able to fight against that system, and we've seen results in different neighborhoods in Montreal.
Economist Ricardo Tranjan alleges governments have a strong alliance with the development industry and are unwilling to confront landlords, which would have a negative impact on profits.
Housing is not going to be affordable, while it is also the best investment in town. We just cannot square that circle. We cannot have housing being the best investment in town, one of the most profitable activities for anyone to engage, and to be affordable to low and moderate income households.
Advocates say it's important for tenants to reach out for help.
There is Tenants Association, housing committee that are there in most of the neighborhood in Montreal and that are actually present for supporting tenants, to mobilize tenants and to find solutions together.
In Montreal, Tehosterihens Deer, City News.